Hello and welcome back to the channel. So I haven't been feeling great for the last couple of weeks, but starting to feel better now. So we're going to jump back into our weekly series, which is Nurburgring Blast, but we're going to do it with a bit of a twist. So every week here we do a lap around the Nürburgring in a completely stock car, setup and no HUD, and see how fast it goes around the Nürburgring, the most famous racetrack in the world, and see how it compares to everything else. But it's been a bit light on content of what kind of cars to do, so we're going to do the same again but with a little bit of a twist. So on my social media here we posted a little link of what is the best Mazda MX-5, and you guys and girls have voted, and the winner was the NA or Mark 1 MX-5. So what we're going to do is something a little bit different. I'm going to take this around the Nürburgring completely bone stock, and then I'm going to put a post up on my social media and in the comments down below, and you guys and girls are going to vote on what we should do next to see if we can make this as fast as a Porsche 911 GT3 RS, which is probably one of my favourite cars to take around this track. Absolutely fantastic, just enough power, not too much. Really enjoyed it. So as we upgrade this car, we're going to try wheels and tyres, nitrous, power, weight reduction, engine modifications, force inductions. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably, once we've got a lap time, base lap time here, I'm going to give you guys and girls a couple of options of what to do next, and we'll do each upgrade one at a time, and we'll see if we can get to that kind of lap time. So without further ado, let's go and take this Mark 1 MX-5 around the Nürburgring and see how it does completely bone stock. Right, the iconic Mazda MX-5, or as our American brothers and sisters call it, the Miata, versus Nürburgring. Right, this is the NA version, so the hardest way of doing this challenge. Down hard on the brakes for turn 1 to second. Almost lost the rear already. Right, let's rev her all the way out. Let's use all those 117 rampant horses from that 4-cylinder just up ahead. Down the hill we go, and then we're going to attack the first technical section. We're going to have a brake, right to left foot braking, and that just allows us to modulate accelerator and brake independently, right, simultaneously. That's probably the best way to explain it. Right, using all the curve there, just trying to keep the momentum. Don't want to drop too much of that speed because it's hard fought. Right, flat out now towards Flugplatz. Here we come. There we go, up to 4th, and we're putting 140 kph. So remember, you guys and girls have voted for this when I put a poll on my Instagram, and it was the NA that just beat the ND. The ND I think would have been a little bit easier, but we'll take a challenge. We're flat out through there, just missed the apex, clipped a little bit of the grass on the way in. Right, flat out over the top of the hill we go. We're going to take 5th in a moment to get to the top. Yeah, there we go, into 5th gear, and now the speedo is completely useless. It reads 180 kph. Right, Schredenkreuz, here we come. We're going to have a little bit of a confidence lift, and then back on the power. I think you could probably do it flat, but you might end up on the right side of the track, and that makes this corner even more difficult. As you can see, I was hard on the brakes there, almost full emergency stop. So what upgrade do you want to see next? Do you want us to just bolt a big fat turbo on this, do wheels and tyres, aero, suspension mods, or an engine swap? So put a comment down below what you think the next upgrade should be, and whichever is the winning one, we will do next. Right, through the foxholes, up over the rise, down 2 gears to 3rd, into chicane. Come on, get the nose in. There we go. God, you can see a bit of that body roll there. See, the body roll helps with the curves. We can ride those quite well, but sometimes when the body roll comes back around, it snaps and send the car back the other way. Right, flat out, give the Rebel Tree a couple of flashes for our pop-ups, because if you've got pop-ups, you've got to use them. Right, into the camber there, and then hard on the brakes, down 1 gear. Engine is nice and rev happy, revs freely throughout the rev range, and the car definitely makes the most of its menial power of 117 horses. Right, this is 3rd gear, flat out, and we're accelerating enough to make it scary. Right, through the chicane, a little bit of a lift to get it in, and then we're towards hit miss. Gonna have a dabber brake, get the weight over the nose, And then it's just washed out, unfortunately, there. Still pulling though, hard on the brakes, down to third, and then off the brakes, back onto them for the second part, second gear, and then back on the power. Come on. Right, up through the gears we go. Third, we'll get fourth by the time we get down here. I think we are. Gradient to help us. Yeah, stick to the right side, and then hard on the brakes. Back to third, get the nose in. There you go. Heel and toe as we go down, just to match the wheel speed with the engine speed. Oh, nearly went round on us there. But even still, we're going uphill. Might help that it's only 940 kilos. And we're still accelerating. Right, flat out through the louder kick we go. Just keep it nice in the line of least resistance. And then spot the braking point just around the sign. And then down to third, spot the apex and be back on the power nice and early. There we go, get a good slingshot out. A few flashes, just because it's dark and we can. Up the hill we go, top of third, 7,000 and a bit RPM, up into fourth, and then we're going to just try and accelerate all the way up this hill. Now I think on a hot day in real life, this is where the temperature gauge will be screaming out loud, so we're just foot to the floor all the time. But she is accelerating slowly. You can see the revs are just rising a little bit. We're at 165 kph, not miles an hour, and we're heading towards Bravery Corner. We have the top open, wind in our hair. Brilliant. Right, flat out Bravery Corner. Keep the foot welded. Yes, easy now. Oh, it nearly ran out as we rode on the exit though. Right, up over the rise we go. Again, flat out, kiss the curb on the right. A bit harder than expected. Right, as late as we dare, braking. Almost missed a gear there. Come on, second gear. There we go. Right, towards the carousel we go. Come on. This is where some of the timing is going to be lost. Down to second gear, keep that nose in. Wait for the front tyres to have enough grip to put more power in. There we go. Oh, revving the nuts off it on the exit. Right, up the hill we go. This is third gear and fourth gear. Does this need an engine swap first? Maybe wheels, tyre, suspension, or aero? Right, up the hill we go. We're going to lift off when we turn it in, and then we're going to go for third as we go up. I prefer to drive through the corner then coast. Dab a brake, helps get the front turned in, and then back on the power. Down the hill we go. Whifbitz, here we come. Just going to tip it in, a little bit of a lift, help get the weight, and then dab a brake. Use all the curb, hump, take a chunk out of that thing. Right, up the hill we go, down into third. I'm going to try and use the length of third gear here. Just trying to keep the nose in because going downhill, easy to understeer out there. Brunchen, give them a couple of flashes in a minute. Nice apex there. Stateside supercars, taking a video of us as we come up the hill. Come on, understeer. Oh, almost ended up in that gravel trap. Right, early brake, and then get that nose in. Come on, kiss the curb, and then up over the rise. Right, let's head for the jump. Let's see if we can jump this stock MX-5 Mark 1 NA MX-5 flat out, top of fourth, and no, it does not leave the ground, or at least I don't think it did. Hold fourth all the way up over the rise. Yeah, try and use the torque of the engine. Right, flat out over the rise here again, no air. Flat out through the Stefan Belloff S, just trying to keep the inputs nice and smooth. We'll take fifth as we come out of it. Right, heading towards the worst corner on the track. Spot our braking point just about there. Down one gear, get that nose in as much as we can. Down to third, front doesn't want to turn, rear wants to turn too much. Right, baby carousel, harden the brakes, and come into it, keep it in the camber, use the power, coming on a little 4-cylinder, right, flat out, last corner before dotting a her, up into fourth, just going to have a little bit of a lift, just to help get that nose in, up over the rise. Ooh. A couple of times rear, just wants to step away from us. Right, flat out, down the hill we go, down the Dottinger Her. I believe this is a 5-speed. That's 5th gear. I don't think that, even if it was 6th gear, I don't think we're going to get there. Oh, give it a couple of flashes, because aero drag is not simulated here in the game. But the speedo is completely useless now. 180 kph, or anywhere above that, but no idea. Right, down the hill we go, past the Devil's Diner. We'll start moving to the right hand side. We've only got a couple more corners left, and then we'll see what kind of lap time this little MX-5 can do. Complete bone stop. Right, underneath the Bilstein Bridge, line of least resistance. Nice, there we go. And then we're going to go into the chicane flat out. Just want to kiss the curb on the left, kiss the curb on the right, and then hard on the brakes. Cool. Yeah, just about made it. Come on, come on. Maybe we need 2nd gear for this final corner. Come on, turn it. There we go, power. Come on, got to get to the line. It's a bit further down there. And across we go. There's our ghost. Whew, that was good fun. I tell you what, it wasn't fast, but it was good fun. Now, I thought this was probably going to do about maybe a 9-minute 20 lap, or thereabouts, but I have to say this was exceedingly good fun, and I think maybe a little bit faster than I was expecting. It does help with that, what is it, 940 kilos. So let's see exactly how fast it did go. A 9:04, so that's what, 15 seconds faster than I thought it would. So I think with a couple of modifications, this will easily beat the 9-minute bracket. Maybe even the next modification we do should break that. So if you know what you want to choose, put it down in the comments down below. So that takes a NA Mark 1 completely stock MX-5 to position 101st on our leaderboard. Now that is just a little bit faster than Skyline, but quite considerably slower than what our goal is of this series. So you will see in position 48 is our Porsche 911 GT3 RS driven by myself at 7:02. So basically we've got to knock 2 minutes and 2 seconds off this lap time to see if we can beat that. Ideally I want to keep it road legal, so I don't want to go to full slick tyres, but we will if we have to. So if the next vote is wheel-in tyres, we will go to the stickiest road legal compound we can do, and widest, lightest wheels as well to try and help. So the categories that you guys and girls have got to vote are: we've got engine swap, nitrous, forced induction, engine tuning, aero, weight reduction and suspension, brakes, wheels and tyres. So let me know down below which one you want to choose. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, and that lets me know that I'm doing a good job, and I'll do more of that. If you didn't enjoy it, give it a thumbs down, perfectly fine. At least I know I'm not doing a good job, but put a comment down how I can do it better in the future. Until then, goodbye.